back, Beowulf Nation. I'm Beowulf, back at it with a Kawasaki SXR 1500 stand-up video. If you haven't seen my last video, I installed the R&D Sponsons on this. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you smash the subscribe button. Existing subscribers, part of the Beowulf Nation, make sure you hit bell notification. Also too, check out my second YouTube channel, that's Beowulf Nation. So make sure you subscribe to I Am Beowulf and Beowulf Nation. And if you're looking for cool stuff like the tie down, or I got this cool waterproof bag that's a Faraday bag, so it blocks a signal from like your credit card or personal data being stolen when it's in there. That's all on my Amazon store, a bunch of camera gear, everything. Check it out, amazon.com/shop/IamBeowulf. Also too, I have an merch store that's IamBeowulf.com, so make sure to check that out. Glad to be out. Today has been a crazy day. Kind of feel the thing handling a tad different just at idling. The last video when I went out riding with this, if you haven't seen the end of the video, I had a piece of wood like this big, went up into the intake grate. Luckily, stopped at the prop, but it happened right before I got to that swing bridge. So, luckily that happened very close to home, coming in, but not far. So it could just been why I dropped in speed. No, so I'm curious. So these sponsons, they have two settings, forward or back. I got in the back. Not sure if that's the right setup. It said to have it kind of your preference of riding. So we'll see how this thing rides. Checking behind you is a pain in the butt with this thing. But yeah, this thing went from having no mods to having a lot of stuff happening to it. It's some stock don't last that long. It's always good to improve stuff, try new things, reading other people's opinions of what they've used, make sure you do it right. The nice thing with this, there's a fair amount of people that race these, so there's a lot of data to come up with, you know, what to buy, what not to buy. I've kind of done my research with this thing because I'm not in the mood of wasting money in parts that really don't do anything or they might break. Almost out of the snow wake zone. It takes forever to get out of here. Oh man. Cool thing is this place is a rental place here. I'm not sure if they're open. Usually they have more Yamahas than this, but it would be cool having like a group ride, or maybe, you know, not for that long, but if people want to come down to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and do the ride. I know they open up the hotels and stuff, but I don't know, with everything with the coronavirus, I'm not sure what's all going on. So those are some nice Yamahas they got there. The nice thing I like coming a little later in the day is it's a lesser amount of people out on here. This thing is just hard for, there's so much to be learning with this. This thing is not easy, but it's better to keep learning when you got no boats to worry about. Definitely this is not a weekend machine to take out. Also too, this is kind of alligator season, so keeping my eyes really peeled. The hard thing is I can't see what's going on behind me. At the boat ramp, there was like a, if you haven't seen that video, right when I parked, there was a 5-foot plus dead water moccasin. And if you're not familiar with what water moccasin is, it's a water snake that's extremely poisonous. If you get bit, you will need anti-venom immediately. If you move, the poison spreads even more. And poison spreads even more. Also, if your pet, like your dog, gets bit by a water moccasin, it's as poisonous as a rattlesnake. And those things will chase after you. If you're on a boat ramp, they will chase after you. If you're on a boat, they will get on the boat and get you. They will get you on the jet ski. So kind of I like to be when I'm going slow. I just like to know what's all around me. Especially seeing one dead at the boat ramp that big. Ooh, that would really ruin my day. Alright. Looks like two boats coming through. It's behind me. You saw there's no wake. Nice and calm. So for these two boats riding close together, I don't even know what this thing's going to handle like. So I'm excited. I don't know what's gonna be like when you jump away, what's gonna be like when you turn. Yeah, I'm guinea pigging it. But the big thing too is I'm gonna recheck after riding this, is retighten everything, make sure nothing came loose with the new sponsons. Well, there's no wake zone.
Can't become no bad.
what I'm feeling is it's too far back. Should have moved them up more forward, the sponsons. It even feels a lot different even when you're kneeling making turns. It's just not feeling like how I like the feeling. It makes it a little harder. Also too, I broke my toe, the closest to my big toe, and my left foot over the weekend painting. So it's hard getting that balance without it being in major pain. It's actually major pain kneeling and standing up. But I have to say, straight line speed, this thing's improved. Especially jumping waves, I like it a lot. sponson. I knew coming out here it's kind of hard because most like sit-down sponsons like you buy that are like Riva racing or WORX racing, they have just up and down, so you kind of have your race the farther they go down. These, they're in one position, they can't go up or down, but they can go forward or back, which in my experience I've not really messed with a sponson like that to see how it's going to feel. So definitely interesting. Is I'm going to do is change the settings forward for the next video, because I am taking this back out again tomorrow and just practice with it, because I felt standing up. The good thing is it's improved going straight. Speed wise, I can go a lot faster now. Turning, it's a little bit different how it's feeling grip wise. So I'm going to mess with the other setting and then just see how it feels, and then improve it. Because I even notice here, like look at now when I'm barely leaning, and even if I'm balancing, it's really leaning in. So maybe if the sponson does that, I don't know. I'm just gonna play around and practice. And it'd be definitely nice to have a lake. Here it's just, if you want to start learning, it's better to be out here when nobody's out. This storm really, well, it's 8 o'clock now, it is dark, but this storm just came out of nowhere. And I had no clue it was supposed to storm today. So I'm out of light, gotta go back. But at least to get out and ride. I mean, my goal is every time getting more and more experience. And this thing you have to kind of change up how you ride it. You can't stand the whole entire time. The hard thing is, I think the hardest thing is balance and seeing what's behind you. I have no clue what's behind me. I barely look, and I'm seeing half my vision. It looks like everybody's coming out. The one thing I'm shocked though, the water feels really warm. Temperature drop, the warmer water is just like a hot tub right now. That's another reason to get in. I see there's a lot of people in kayaks and stuff. These people on boats can't see everything. Yeah, it seems fun to ride. Cost. Sounds like I'm some type of two-stroke. But I was saying is those people who are like beaching and anchored, they're actually not supposed to do that. I don't care. That's the DNR's problem. That's not my problem. But I know in the state you can't do that. You get in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. What is that thing? Oh, the bug. I was like, man, what is that thing? Yeah, because I really feel it leaning a lot more going slow. Like, I barely push. So yeah, we'll mess with the sponson, move it a little forward, see how it goes. But definitely it's better than what it was stock. It's just everything, you know, you change it and you gotta learn. This is, man, as I'm talking about leaning right there, I mean, yeah, everything's learning. Oh, look at this. There you go, custard. Yeah, I'll be waiting. That's what's aggravating. Aggravating. The thing that sucks with this is there's no neutral, no reverse, just forward or it's off. Like old school ride. But yeah, so what you have to do is just sit here and keep wide turns and keep it running, I guess. That's another reason why you don't want to come here on the weekend, because it's a long way. And that's how I kind of say the newer, so I think that pontoon's waiting. I don't dock up. I had to use kind of both the ramps and come in sideways and then kind of lean off. So, and then the hard thing is then you got to tie up so I can go get my Jeep. We're going to do some waiting. Circling around. Kind of practicing some turns in here. That's the one thing you gotta get used to dealing with this thing, because you can't be standing up on it when you're going to idle speed. So everything's a balance. Your knee in, it's a balance. The people who ride these, I mean, they probably know everything. I'm not telling you something you don't know, but for some of these people who never have done this sport, it's definitely, the water's so nice. It's something to get into. It's just, the hard thing is these skis they're not cheap, especially the SXR 1500. And definitely it's not a thing where you get to ride one first, but if you were looking at buying one of these, I'd definitely ride one first before you buy it. This place is amazing. The hard thing is people don't understand when you're on this stand up, you're just waiting to get in. What's that person? Oh, the Maptuner guy. So that boat right there is the fire department's boat. They moved it out here a couple days before they closed the boat ramps a couple weeks ago. I think that's like a pump for a fire hose in the front. They got a fire. Yeah, I've never had it where I'm waiting this long. This is a long. I've been on the sit down waiting this long like on a weekend, but this is a little irritating. I don't know if that boat's the one getting out. I think this is a marina, private marina. You can keep your stuff here. That'd be kind of nice. Just be like, bring it in. You don't have to sit for this whole waiting process.